address this issue. So those of you probably seen this girl on TikTok with this nonsense. I am at a loss for words right now. I did not rehearse what I was going to say for this video. I am coming up with this stuff off the top of my head as we speak. This is ridiculous. Like absolutely ridiculous. Um, I'm well over 5,000 a month, and I can't even afford a BMW. You got what? I drive a 2022 Honda Accord Sport. I'm at 5,500 a month, tax free. 5,500 a month, tax free. Disabled combat veteran to the 100% and SSDI due to PTSD. 5,500. That's all I will ever get for the rest of my life. I cannot afford a BMW. What the hell are you thinking? First of all, if you get a car at all and then try to get food stamps, they're gonna know. They're gonna know what they're gonna ask you what kind of car you have. And that car is not to them is not a necessity. It's a luxury. So if you can afford a brand new car, that tells them you have a car payment or you had cash to pay for it. They're going to be like, well, why didn't you either use the cash or the installments that you're paying on this car to feed yourself? That's the way they're thinking about it. So to get full benefits, she would have had to lie and exclude the vehicle to get the benefits. That right there is fraud. That's why then when they found out about the car, they threatened to reduce her benefits like significantly. You see, when you choose welfare, you literally enslave yourself to the system. So now you find out what they're really about. You don't have freedom. What you have is somebody telling you, "Hey, if I'm paying your rent, I'm paying your rent and food. This is what you're gonna do, or else." That, what about any of that sounds like it's freedom? None of that sounds like it's freedom. Um, and then when you don't do what they tell you to do, they call it fraud. And then you can end up having to pay all this back. They will take all your tax returns until it's paid off. So you're not gonna see another tax return if she gets that child tax credit for having kids. They're gonna take that whole shit. They're gonna take all that tax money from you. You ain't gonna see nothing to do with a child tax credit for a long time until that debt's repaid. And from what I heard, it's over $25,000 is what she has to pay back. Like, and she's made several videos complaining about this. So you get on TikTok and openly complain about the fraud that you perpetrated, and you keep talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. I'm a United States Army combat veteran, college graduate. All right, let me say that again. I'm yawning. I'm a United States Army combat veteran, college graduate with an associate's degree in pipe fitting technology, certified and degreed pipe fitter, former corrections sergeant, and I hold two black belts and two styles, blue belts in karate. I don't work anymore because of post-traumatic stress disorder that I suffered in Iraq. The Army alone set me up for the rest of my life. It just took 20 years to win my claim. And when I filed it from 2017, I got back paid from 2022 all the way to 2017. There's about $70,000 in back pay tax free. That's all mine, by the way. So now we get to the point where I have earned my life and then some. What you're doing is enslaving yourself to the government and think under the guise of freedom, all because most of these women do not want to deal with men. They want to raise the kids by themselves with the government assistance that they should not be getting because the government needs to cut them off clean, all of them, and start forcing the fathers to be active in the child's life. That should be the mandate from the child support court, that the father be active in the child's life. and no more alienation of the father, and meaning he is going to be an active participant in the child's life. He is going to naturally want to care about his child. It is in his best interest to care for that child if that child is an active part of the child's life. So this you between you women and the government, let me get this straight. You want to alienate the father. You want to raise this child by yourself, steal his resources to do it, and then steal government resources at the same time to help you maintain the illusion of control so that you don't have to deal with a man. Make that make sense? Because none of this is making sense. This is why these women, these baby moms, are so miserable, and the lack of judgment is why what makes me reject them all. I don't want nothing to do with them. This is the reason why I'm 45 years old. My wife is 52 years old. I prefer no other way. I rejected 100% of any woman that has a minor child. And I'm not even interested in younger women at all. I like my women older. So to specifically to avoid these situations, because you see, I have worked my ass off. My life is perfect, and I'm going to keep my perfect life just the way it is. But I'm not going to have somebody that has a track record of screwing up enter my life and try to put that crap in my life. Because you don't listen to anybody. You're not willing to work with others. You are not agreeable. You apparently have a thing against men, and you think you're the mom and dad combined and you can do it all by yourself, and while stealing government benefits, right? And this is why we end up in this situation because you think you know it all. You think you are hot shit. You think your mommy and daddy combined, and basically you think and now you put yourself in a bind, and now you crying out to the internet because the resources that you stole, instead of letting the father do his job, is being taken away from you. Right. When these women are getting the comeuppance, then you'll see them online crying. Winter's coming, and you're finished. I'm out of here.